Hey everyone, H-Lock here. Happy Friday the 13th for this Godforge character leak. It is, what year is it? 2024. So it's August 13th, 2024. That's when this leak came out if you're watching this in the future. So to me, this looks like Medusa. Brief history of her, from what I know, is she was the mortal daughter of some primordial gods of the sea. Primordial gods, I believe, had no human-like features, or they were less human-like, so they weren't really worshipped, as opposed to the more human-like gods that we're familiar with. She was a beautiful woman who was a priestess of Athena, the goddess of wisdom, I think. She was walking one day, and Poseidon saw her beauty, kind of became obsessed with her, couldn't let it go. To become a priestess and maintain being a priestess, you need to have your, let's say, virtue intact. Poseidon took that virtue, I guess that's the best way you could say it, and because of this, Athena cursed her to the form that we're more familiar with, snakehead, turn people to stone, all that. So yeah, the mythology is, it's always you look at her, you turn to stone, but I believe the actual mythology says her eyes turn people to stone, and then she has her hair turned to snakes because she had such beautiful hair. Typically, too, her legs are the body of a snake, which they do seem to have captured a little bit here. If you kind of zoom in, oh, wrong picture, hold on. You zoom in, you see here these kind of spots. It's hard to tell without color. We'll be able to tell once they release the full character model. And kind of right here, that it looks somewhat, I don't know if you want to call it scaly or reptile-like. So they've tried to capture it more in that sense, I believe, instead of giving her snake legs. They also told us in the teaser, do you think this will be a hero or a boss? I would say, since they didn't give her the snake legs, probably going to be a hero, because you would want to, I would think if it was going to be a boss, you would want to, indulge that full mythology and give her that cool snake body legs. And that's probably harder to code as far as the animation. That's what I'm trying to say, a slithering snake instead of legs walking. I mean, most characters that are made are on two legs, so I don't know exactly how coding works, but I gotta imagine a slithering snake is going to be harder. I'm not sure what all these numbers are, if that's just related to the artwork or what it is, but anyways, as far as skills, I would say maybe some type of poison skill because of the snakes. There's definitely going to be some type of petrify skill. Now, whether that's going to be single target or AoE, I would tend to guess it's probably going to be single target. If it's kind of a group control skill, that would be very powerful, so she could potentially be a very powerful character. Even a single target sort of petrify move would still be pretty strong. Snakes for poison. I was also thinking maybe some type of defense up skill, with the scales. They could even call it scales. How that would be different from defense up, I don't know. And would it be on her, or would you be able to place it on other people? I would tend to think probably just places it on herself. That's what I got for skills so far as my guess. You can see in the armor too, like here, this looks like skin to me, armor. You're seeing embracing the snake motif, and I'm not sure what this is. That doesn't look like a snake head, so I don't know what that is. Some type of demon or something. Maybe that's a placeholder. Maybe it'll change that later. But again, kind of scaliness right there. It does look interesting too, her hands. You see nails there. Very reptile-like, not necessarily snake unless they're kind of not mirrored, but built, not built, drawn to look like snake fangs, perhaps, because you do see right here, and it kind of, this snake curls up the arms, and you see little fangs there, so maybe that's what they're modeled after. Again, we're seeing scales there. Let's look at the other one. I don't know if it's different. Yeah, it looks pretty similar. They just... Oh, I see the wings. Interesting. So you can see these, the snakes look the same here, but you have wings. It does look like feathers. So I'm not sure. Is that part of the ultimate, maybe? I don't know. Interesting, interesting. Very interesting. Looks good. I like the model so far. I guess we'll have to see what it looks like in game. That's the only real difference. Oh, scaling here on the feet again. So these are armor up to there, covering most of her legs. Yeah, I don't know what the wings are about. I should Google that. If anyone knows what the wings might be about, as far as her mythology, let me know. Let me know what you think about my skill predictions down below. You know, poison from the snake heads, some type of crowd control, turn to stone, and possibly a defense up are some of my guesses. Or maybe her aura will just be a defense aura, you know. That could be too. I kind of forget that they had auras in this game. I don't really have a prediction on ultimates yet, because still kind of getting my head around those. Those are kind of harder to predict right now. But yeah, let me know what you think below. Some guesses on her skills. And thanks for watching. Bye.